Yeah, then we can also maybe go with string manipulation functions. So this is my string. So we can go with some of the string manipulation function. This is some of the interview questions, I can say. Some of the interview questions that are going to be asked every time eventually. So we want to access any kind of the words in a string. Okay, so this is starts with zero, and each character going to be starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, like that. Even space also going to be counted whenever you do some of the manipulations. I'm just passing zero kind of the value. That is the reason we are getting T, capital T. And also the case sensitive matter here. Okay, so whenever you do some of the NLP context applications, case sensitive matter, spaces matter, special characters matter, even this colons also matter whenever you do some of the string manipulations in the NLP context. Okay, so then access character has a negative index. It will obviously count as a negative index by the reverse order. We already know about some of the list and tuples. We did same as like that. And slicing also will be the same according to whatever we learned in the list. Also the tuple, it's going to be encountered with the text also. Yeah, this is also very interesting, right? So slicing by using some of the list, it will come automatically as a reverse order. You can also check by using the palindrome function to check about the original string and also the reverse string. If there is a matches, it's going to give as a palindrome. Otherwise, not a palindrome. A substring, we're going to be maintain some of the substring. If you have string within the string, so how does it going to be help us to know about that? Or if you want to be search as a word, or if you want to be search as a character in a sentence, this substring is concept going to be help us. So how do you get, or how do you find, or what are the counts we have operations? By using the count, you can get the frequency, how much frequency I had with corresponding to this character, how much frequency I had corresponding to this character. Obviously this is a case sensitive. You can specify by using small letter or a capital letter, or you can uppercase or the lowercase. So what will happen whenever we do some of the NLP concepts, we cannot go with the capital letters or the upper characters of the any kind of alphabets. We're going to be converted as the lowercase. Then we have to do some cleaning and pre-processing. That is the reason we are not encoding the details of capital letters. Yeah. So these are simple operators you can also perform. And we can also check by using is the language is English or German. That is also one of the operators, but this is not English or we have to showcase in the NLP context. We have option called is language. That is a predefined library from the Python itself, so we can directly import that. Okay, so find, by using the find we can get it. This next is present, next as a word, right? So this is a present or not in my string. So if it is going to be present, it's going to give the value, and if it is not present, it's going to be give as a -1 result. So, similarly we can also find some of the words as I just explained to you. We can find some of the words according to whatever the values we had. Then we can retrieve some of the words what are the frequent values we had by using any tokenization mechanisms we are going to be applying. Index also very helpful, but if it is not present, it's going to be give as value error. Okay, so instead of that, you can use the find to get the minus value. So what will happen if your project is into the production, it's going to be give some of the error. You may not be use the index value, right? So it will throw the error and stop the execution. All the process going to be stopped at the altogether. At the time, you can use the find instead of the index. Yeah, similarly we have, right, like, so ends with this word, ends with that word, or starts with that word, ends with that word. Some of the cases we're going to be encountered with corresponding some of them, some of the NLP context. Even though, yeah, even though we are not using upper, because we just want to go with the lowercase. That is very easy to clean, and that is also very prepositive when compared to the lowercase characters. The capitalize is going to be help us. Only the first character is going to be capital, and all the remaining values is going to be smaller. So that's how this is going to be also capitalized. You can also do with capitalize with each and every sentences according to the data sets we had. If you have a data set with corresponding raw data set, so no one has written has by using the capital word here, right? You have to be proper showcase whenever you do the NLP context. Yeah, you want to check is numeric or is alpha numeric. This is simple operations to encounter it. Alpha numeric or is numeric. Okay, so these are all predefined functions. If you want to be showcased, that is fine. But it looks like the very simple. Okay, now onwards. Whenever you do some of the NLP context, this is we have to use in every each line of the code. Okay, that is going to be very helpful at the time. So if you practice well some of the predefined functions what we had, you can also go with some of the documentation in Python. That is very helpful to do any kind of the operations. Okay, so is alpha and is numeric and also the is alpha numeric. The split is going to help us. I can say in terms of whenever we do splitting some of the sentences into the words or tokenizations, obviously it's going to be converted as a vector whenever we do some of the embeddings matrices. Yeah, so yeah, you can also see we're just splitting as a ease. So it will be present, it may not be showcasing as a splitting kind of thing. This is total sentence, right? It's only split together.